In 300 years it will be illegal for rich people to run. Realizing this, the man slowed down and stopped. He was afraid that he would be seen as a poor man who had just become rich overnight. In order to hide his inherent poorness, the man went to a 5-star hotel and opened the most luxurious presidential suite. But the strange thing is that the receptionist didn't take money. Instead, they scanned the man's wrist and handed out his room card to indicate that the transaction was complete. It turns out that in the future, human beings no longer spend money, but time. Everyone has a timer on their arm since birth. It's not only a currency, but also a countdown to life. Once the timer is cleared, the human body will die instantly. On the other hand, if you have enough time, you can live forever. But most of the resources remain in the hands of the rich. If the poor want to live, they have to work hard to earn time. 3 days ago, John was a poor man with nothing. He lived from day to day by working in a factory, but the hours he earned were only enough to get him through to the next day. And the company often deducted overtime pay, even though John was unhappy. But the condescending attitude of his supervisor, he had no choice but to swallow his grievances, because if he was fired, he didn't even have time to look for another job. After work, John went to the bar. He was looking for a part-time job to make up time, but instead, he met a rich man by accident, and that's when the gears of his destiny began to turn. He had a century of time on his arm, but because he was too flashy, he was being watched. John tried to warn the tycoon to leave, but the tycoon didn't care. Soon a group of uninvited guests arrived at the bar. They were the infamous time bandits. Everyone was scared and got up to leave, but Richie remained fearless in the face of the robbers. But before he started, he had to go to the bathroom to solve a little problem.